Hey guys, Peyton Snakeback here again for another Goosebumps Books videos number 44 out of 62. As you can see, I did kind of like move the camera a little bit because at where it's usually at when I'm sitting here, right, I moved it because the sun is glaring, so I don't know if you could see right. Hopefully you can. All right. But anyway, I just got done with book number 44, and the next one I'm going to be reviewing about this week is Say Cheese and Die Again. Which, if you guys don't know, this is the sequel to the number 4 book, Say Cheese and Die, which I am going to talk about the first one. If you guys didn't watch my or the review on the first one, or if you never read it or seen it, but the first one it was about a group of these friends named Greg, Sherry, Bird, and Michael. They they go and sneak into this house called Kaufman House, and because there's this like homeless guy named Spider or Spide or whatever. He basically lives in this like old abandoned house, and these kids go in and they discover this big gray camera. Well, they think it's a toaster at first, but turns out it's a camera, and and they're taking pictures of it, and every time they do, something bad happens. It shows the picture is showing something bad, and the thing that's happening bad on the picture ends up turning real. And like there was one scene when the Bird character he falls into on the balcony thing on the stairs. And when Greg's like, I could have sworn I took a picture before you fell, and you go, and you're not thinking nothing of it. But then when he takes a picture of his dad's new car, I mean the car's totally wrecked, and now something's wrong, and it turns out that this camera has like a curse, and it basically predicts the future. But all right, just wanted to give you a little summary about what the first one was about. All right, but now on to the second one. This one is about I think it was a year later. Greg Greg has an assignment for English class, and it's an assignment where he writes a true story that changed his life or something, just something like that. And he ends up writing a story about the camera, and how all the bad, terrible things that he did. And his teacher, his English teacher, Mr. Sauer, doesn't believe it, and gives him an F. And Greg's like, "Oh, you can't give me an F because if I get an F, then I can't go see my cousins." And and Mr. Sauer's like, I'll make a deal with you if you could just bring this camera, just prove your story is true, and I'll give you an A. And so what he basically does is try to go. He goes back to this coffin house, and he gets the camera back, and hell goes loose once again with this camera. Greg's friends are angry with him because he got this camera back. Greg accidentally takes a picture of Sherry. She's turning skinny, and Sherry does it back to him, and he's turning fat, like 400 pounds, and but I really don't want to get into much detail about this, but it's just basically them trying to get themselves back to normal again, you know. But and the book was okay. I mean, it was decent. Um, I didn't really like the ending in the book. The ending, and by the way, yes, that this was made into an episode, and all, well, both of the ones were made into an episode. But I always kind of really liked the episodes, though. I thought they were very cool and creepy, like. Um, but I mean, but the book of this one, it was okay. I prefer the episode better. I mean, the ending in this, like I said, I didn't really like the ending to this. I like the ending in the episode better, um, which which I'll talk about in the differences right now. So, say? I think now I do believe about the summer part was different because I think in the episode I could be wrong. I think it was something about that he if Greg didn't get a good report card, he wouldn't go to summer camp. I think, and you obviously know what happens in this. He can't go see his cousins. Um, let's see. And there was a scene in the book where Greg meets this kid named John, and he ends up getting his nails stuck in the his leg stuck in on a nail, and and obviously it ain't gonna show that in the episode because they don't want to make it too gory for kids. But what happened in there was like Greg finds like a secret passage, or which was like the basement to the place because in this one the building's like torn down, and he finds the camera in there, and he takes a picture of the security guard, and he ends up falling down from the stairs. Oh, yeah, the camera. Greg finds the camera in the dumpster in the book. Um, let's see. The scene about the in the episode, Greg, he's when he sits in the desk in English class, the chair breaks. In the book, he gets stuck. Okay, in the episode, Greg's brother Terry, I think that's his name. He seems like someone who's willing to help him, but in this one, in the book, he was like more of a jerk. Um, but in the episode, when Greg discovers maybe if we could change the positive into a negative and the negative into a positive, maybe it'll change us. And it basically immediately happens once the pictures are switched in the book. They wait and it happens on the very next day. So, and last but not least, the ending. But in the episode, there was this really funny scene in the episode, which I really kind of thought it was funny, but Greg accidentally takes a picture of the teacher. The teacher still thinks it's full of crap, and it's a picture of him losing his hair, being bald. In the book, that none of that even happened. I mean, there was a scene in the book where Greg wanted to get revenge on him. I guess he was getting ready to take his picture, but the teacher was like, "Oh, let's take a picture of everyone in the class," and that was basically it. So that's why I didn't really like the ending in this one that much. I mean, but I mean, the book was okay. Like I said, I mean, I just didn't really like the ending. It just like it's like it ended a little bit sadly and so weirdly, like. But I kind of do prefer the episode better though. Um, but anyway, guys, that was my review for book number 44. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.